Okay, good morning, everybody. Friday is upon us. Sadly, we work tomorrow as well, so we'll be out here tomorrow unless something completely radical happens. Omega Files tonight around 8-ish Eastern Standard Time. And then I get to do that and go to bed. Because, uh, this freakishly stupid schedule they have us on. And so that's one of the things I don't like about having long weekends like last week. Because, or earlier this week, we were off Friday through Monday. And I go, yeah, so I can go back to 5 days in a row of 9-hour days, one day off, and then I go back and do another how many days in a row. I don't even know if we're scheduled for next week. We probably are. But yeah, of course, the naysayers are smacking themselves, high fiving, tickling themselves in places that adults probably shouldn't. Well, at least not, well, let's just, we won't even go in deeper into that. That don't even sound right. Because, ratings were lower than the thing, but it's like ratings were lower than the previous week. And it's like, I love how they know what argument's coming because, like I said, I saw a comment the other day. Cue the overnight ratings are meaningless, blah 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 rant, and I'm like, because they are dimwit. Overnight ratings are a dinosaur. They're extinct. They should be hanging with T Rex and Elvis down in Acapulco. Ugh. All that matters are the plus sevens and the plus 28s. Because that includes your streaming figures. Because if that was true, that means Britain's Got Talent is going under too. It's like, ugh. Because I think I think Doctor Who scored like 3.57 in one weekend, and Britain's Got Talent only made like 5.2, something like that, 5.4. It's like, and that's their biggest reality show. I wonder where's the guys to harp on that, Britain's Got Talent is going into the dumpster. This woke agenda it has is driving me insane. Do you think they hand out a secret decoder ring? Nardi and the drunkard, and they're all little buddies. They have this secret decoder ring you get in the mail like back in the old days, so you can actually figure out what this top secret agenda is, and you know you sit there, like maybe it's like a drinking game. Every time someone does something like this, take a drink on an episode, so they can sit there and just figure it out, dial it in. I don't know. It's just, but yeah, here we are again. It is Friday. See, I forgot to tell Lady G, there's a guy out here now driving a Rubicon that looks just like the one, almost like the one we were looking at the other day. No, I'm not looking to get another car yet. I'm not kidding. It's sitting right here. There's this blue Rubicon. And I'm like, yeah, the revolution hath started. Well, there are plenty of other Jeeps in this lot before I started driving one, but still. Um, Besides, Jeep been around a lot longer than I have. Well, not by much. Ugh. Of course, sadly, it is really beginning to look like from trailers and all that they're doing a sequel to Midnight. And I'm really hoping they weren't. Because sometimes it's best to leave things in shadow. To leave you wondering. To keep that suspense lingering. To keep you asking, what was that? What if it was this? What was that? What could it have been? But now it looks like they're going to go deep diving into it again. And it's like, why? Because that's what, it's like, why? It's like, but, we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens before we tear it apart and go jumping off the roof or whatnot. The one here in the parking lot? No. Oh, my memory is not that bad. Oh, man. Let's see, what else was troubling me this morning? Wow, some of the usual suspects haven't popped in yet. Well, they'll catch it on the rebound if they have to. Friday used to be a happy day every week, and now it's just like Tuesday or Tuesday or Monday's ugly sister. It's oh, you get to come in tomorrow too. I remember when Saturdays were the exception, not the rule. It's kind of sad, isn't it? But it's supposed to be a bit rainy today. All right. The thing is about Andor, I haven't watched it because given Star Wars' spotty record, plus I'm normally not that much into prequel series. Like I said, we all know where that story's heading. So it's kind of like, why am I bothering to watch this shit? It's like, they always pick a character you know is going to croak, or it's, well, half the time they do. Just like Better Call Saul, it's a great thing. I go, I've already seen Breaking Bad. I know where that story ends. Ugh. But speaking of day part fours, yeah, apparently the young lady who played the telekinetic or whatever in Friday the 13th New Blood passed away. She was 63 years old. That makes me feel older than shit now. I saw that announcement yesterday and I'm like, ugh. Besides, we all know what the most dreaded part of the Friday the 13th series, a movie so horrible and terrifying that was never made. Friday the 13th, Jason gets a job. Jason, you know that there's that idiot over there with his truck that remote starts. Ooh, look at me. I'm a master of technology. You hoser. Well, okay, I don't know. It's just been a weird week. That's the thing, though. And of course, we had a bunch of people schedule their vacation for this week because you see, that way they get 4 days off, then they get the rest of this week off paid, and then, oh, look at me, I'm innovative. I'm like, yeah, right. I could do that anytime I wanted. I'd rather have the individual days so I could use them any damn time I want. That's what I was just thinking. He'd kind of be an adept at the slaughterhouse. He'd definitely be a prodigy there. It's like, Jason, how many times have we told you not to? That'd be kind of like hiring Leatherface to work at the slaughterhouse. Like, how many times have we told you guys, quit joking around? We know that you're foreman up there on the hook. Well, I got to go check the schedule. We're usually off the first week of July. So, We used to get 2 weeks off in a row, but then they decided, no, we only need 1 week of shutdown now. And but the good news is we get to schedule the second week now whenever we want, or we can just keep it and take them individually, which is what I usually end up doing. It's not there. There's nothing like finding out you got over 88 hours of personal time you can use whenever you want. Or more than that, actually, including your personal days. But it's already in progress. It's called Crystal Lake. It's happening. They've already hired actors for it. Script's already done. There is a series coming called Crystal Lake. So yeah, they've already breached that territory. I'm not kidding. Look it up. I was even like, why do I give a shit about what happened at some camp how many years ago that led to some kid going psycho nuts? That somehow turned him into an unstoppable, bulletproof, killing machine. Besides, it's like those teenagers they kept having go back there. It's like, guys, you do realize that everybody who's gone out there the past few years has come up like brutally killed? Oh, that's okay. Uh, yeah, it is actually happening. I couldn't believe that when I saw that Crystal Lake, the series is coming. I'm like, now, that's where you're wrong. Um, just talking to Lady G there. But well, what can you do? It just seems to me like all the good ideas have run out, so now they're just going back to the good ideas that worked and are trying to rework something out of them. That's been going on for years, though. But okay, Doctor Who coming up this weekend. Oh, the big sequel to apparently Midnight, and I'm really hoping those spoilers they leaked are not true. I do not want a bi-generation of the Ronnie. For one, about 90% of the fandom is not going to know who the hell the Ronnie was. Also, it just doesn't seem what's going on. Well, then again, it could fit into the Ronnie's MO, but Ronnie playing with reality. Check out all the different results. I'm just hoping that the conclusion to Belinda Chandra's story isn't as lame as Ruby's was. That's another thing that's been lingering in the back of my mind a bit. But either way, I'm going to enjoy this weekend's episode. So, but be sure to join us tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8-ish. We're going to get together. We're going to talk about Lux. Tomorrow we got so like I said, tomorrow I'll be here again in the morning because as far as I know, we are still working tomorrow. Um, yeah, I never liked the whole bi-generation thing. I thought that was one of the lamest ass things they could have done, but well. So be sure to tune in with us tomorrow. Be sure to tune in tonight for the Omega Files. I'll be back in the parking lot tomorrow morning. But until that time, I'll see y'all later. I got to run inside. So please be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy your week. Take care, everyone. Have a good day.